Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl TheBest, okay? And on today we are going to be preparing Philly cheese steaks. Philly cheesesteaks. I'm gonna let that marinate for a second. You feel the sizzle yet? Well, I do, baby, because I'm ready for these Philly cheesesteaks, okay? It's gonna be a quick and simple meal. Y'all know I love a quick and simple meal. A quick and simple meal you can't beat. Let's get into the video. All right, you guys, so for what we are going to need today for this Philly cheesesteak, we're going to be using some Publix top blade thin sliced meat. I'm going to actually use my scissors or my knife and just go down to make them a little bit thinner. Also, we're going to be using some deli style American cheese, and also a little bit of Worcestershire, correct me, I don't know how you say it, that's how I say it. Also some southern flavoring garlic seasoning and a little bit of butter. We're using the butter for the bell pepper and onion that we have cut up here. We don't eat that much bell pepper, so I didn't cut that much. I prefer a lot of onion. Okay, so let's get into cutting up.
Alright, so we're now going to open our thinly sliced steak meat here. And Publix already had, I didn't specially ask for it to be cut that way or anything, so you can go into Publix and just pick it up this way. Look how thinly sliced that is. That's the perfect cut. It's less work on you. You know, I prefer something less work on me sometimes. You know, when you have 4 kids, it's kind of hard to get in there and do certain type of meals, but I really wanted this Philly cheesesteak. And we're just going to take our knife and go down, cut down the long way. You can also cut down the short way. It's whatever that you like, whatever type of cut you like. Also, you guys, what would have made my cut a little bit smoother, I could have placed it in the freezer for about an hour to an hour and a half, and it would have helped me cut it a little bit easier. But I didn't do that today. We just went for it. It's still gonna taste good, so that's all that matters. Okay, so you guys are just gonna see me cut the next couple of slices the same way. Alright, now that we're on the last of the steak meat here that we're cutting, I did already go ahead and put a little bit of butter into a saucepan so that we can get ready to saute our vegetables. Okay, now as you can see here, we're going to be adding those bell pepper and onions to the butter. Okay, you can also add some mushrooms to the dish or some red bell pepper to the dish. I would have preferred some mushrooms in the dish, but in the house I am the only one who eats mushrooms, so I did not add it. So whatever you don't like, you don't have to add. Whatever you do like, you can add. You know, we're going to give this a quick stir around, let it all soak up the flavor of some of that butter. We're going to let that saute for a moment, and then we'll be coming back. Alright, so now we're back with that. The onions and bell pepper have sauteed in the pan. I'm just going to scoot them over to one side of the pan. Then I'm going to take them out. I'm going to go ahead and start my steak meat inside of the pan here. We're just going to pull them apart a little bit and drop them off in the pan. And you guys, there is no perfect way to cut up this meat for this dish, because when you actually eat it, I mean, it's already broken up to all types of pieces. So if it breaks, don't be upset or anything like that. Just put it apart, tear it with your fingers. It does not matter. Okay. Now that we've got all of our meat inside of the pan, we're going to add some of this southern flavoring garlic seasoning to it. And season to your liking. Season to your liking. Some people may not like a lot of seasoning or salt, because salt is into that dish as well. Into the garlic seasoning, I'm going to go ahead now and take out the bell pepper and onion before I add the Worcestershire, however you want to say it, sauce into the pan. So I'm just going to take my spatula and scoop it into this little plate here, which is one of my children's plates. But who's watching? Like, what difference? Alright, that is the last of the bell pepper and onion. We're going to get our tongs and give this a good mix up, work it through there. Okay, we're going to do it like that, spread it around so everyone can get cooked evenly. And this meat does cook fairly quick, so don't leave out the kitchen and come back in the kitchen 5-10 minutes later. Your meat might be through. Okay, it's not like ground beef or something. When you do it's not like ground beef. You got to stay there with it, give it a toss up or stir up. I said a toss up and stir. Well, toss up, you guys. Right now we're going to add our Worcestershire sauce. Just add maybe a tablespoon to the dish. Also, I forgot to pull out my seasoning salt for this dish as well. So I did add the seasoning salt a little bit later, but you do want to go ahead and add the seasoning salt now as well. And give it another toss up here. Right, now that the steak is almost done, we're going to come back and add those bell pepper and onions to the party so they can get acquainted, love. Yes, that's, yo, it's a party. It's a party. It's a party. So now what you guys are seeing me do is add my white American cheese to this dish. I'm going to add about 3, maybe 4 slices to it. Also, we're going to go back with some regular American cheese on top of that as well, because baby, when you have a Philly cheesesteak, you want it to be ooey gooey good. Like, the more cheese the better. Okay, I love cheese, y'all. I love cheese. I love food. But anyway, let's get back to this video. Okay, so now that we added our cheeses, we just want to grab us a piece of foil to put over it, or you can grab the lid. Yes, I do have a lid to go to this top, but this pan, I just didn't feel like getting it, so I just got some foil and laid it across the top. And we're gonna let that melt. Make sure you turn your heat down on low. You don't want it to still be cooking, because you'll end up drying out your meat that way, which we don't want no dry meat, right? Right? Okay, I know, girl. Like, so we turned the heat down low, added that on top. Letting that sit for a little while, let that steam get on there, work its magic. This is what we're looking like. Y'all, I grabbed me my bun here, and in my bun I did add some mayo, because what's a Philly without a little bit of mayo, okay? We're just gonna pick that up like that and put that in there. You can put however much meat that you want, okay? Look at that. I know your mouth watering. Oh my gosh. It's a party, baby. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Ooh, that is so gorgeous. Right, so I'm gonna go ahead and break it apart for you guys. It is still hot. Y'all saw I just got it out the pan. It's still hot. And oh my gosh, look at the cheese. Look at that cheese. Now I'm about to take me a bite, knowing that it's hot, and I still went for that bite because I wanted some. I was hungry. I was. Look at it. Look at me. Yeah, I knew that thing was hot. I knew that Philly was hot, and I still ate it. But thank you all so much for watching. If you like my video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you all so much.